We in the house now for sure. Check this out. I'm tired of playing games.
We got Billy here in the studio. Yeah, I got this instrumental exactly for you. I felt the need to get this for you.
Are we watching Barbershop again? Or
No,
what are
I
we
just
doing?
wanted to get a party going because,
Okay.
your guy, Matthew Stafford, a guy who you campaigned for to be here on the Dallas Cowboys last week. You did such a great job, but then you became a turncoat and fell back into Cowboys Nation way of thinking.
Never.
And now he's gone to the LA Rams. And I just got to know, man, how's it feel, man? Your guy who you advocated for and fought for and everything did not come here.
Well, you know what? Here's the deal. Matt Stafford, wishing him the absolute best of luck, okay? That's my guy.
He don't mean it, man.
Yeah, yes, I do. Yes, I do, Matt. I do believe in it. And
Not at all.
I'm here to tell you. While Cowboys Nation and everybody's walking around worried about what Billy's doing, calling me a turncoat and all these fine things.
King flip-flop.
That's fine. You can call me whatever you want to. Here's the deal.
King of the flip-flop.
What you need to understand is that over on the West Coast in LA, there's a football team that got a hell of a lot better. And this is why the Cowboys don't do anything. It's not so much that Matt Stafford didn't come to the Cowboys that the Cowboys are not doing better. It's the mentality. The Rams feel like, hey, we're close. This is what we need. Bam. Let's go do what we need to do. We're not sitting here worried about holding on to draft picks and doing all this. Get rid of that. We need the player right now to help us win right now. We want to win Super Bowls right now. They're not interested in trying to build something, 5 years from now he'll be this, that, and the other. Forget 5 years from now. We're trying to win right now. Matt Stafford is an upgrade from Jared Goff. We can go get him. And not only did they get him, man, but they just, they just gave away everything they had. I mean, here you go. You had first round picks. You want this? Oh, you want 2 first round picks?
These guys are ready to win now. I mean,
yeah, they're trying to win now, and that's the difference between them and the Dallas Cowboys.
Here's the thing, though. Think about this: they drafted Todd Gurley. They drafted Jared Goff. They drafted Aaron Donald. They got the guys that they built around.
Yeah.
And when things got where they didn't want to be, they moved around. But before we go forward. Entering the studio right now is a guy who will never be traded. We'll never have to worry about it being traded because he brings too much stock to the show. And because joining us in the studio right now, we promised it. It was confirmed through SMS. He's here now at Tovash10 on Twitter, ladies. Get over there where they talk guys, sports, and porn, man. How you doing today, man?
How we doing, guys?
Yeah, we're doing good.
Ready to go,
funny
man.
you say that because we're talking. I don't know. Did you watch the show last week? I know you were busy. You had some stuff going on.
I always keep a sharp eye on you guys, man.
Yeah, well, I hope you kept a sharp eye on this guy right here. Because
Don't listen
last
to him,
week,
man.
he came in here campaigning Matt Stafford this, Matt Stafford that. Let's get Matt Stafford. We need to do whatever we need to do to get Matt Stafford.
When
here.
you tell the story, please tell it in the correct context of what happened.
All right.
Because you're not giving it the correct context of which it was given.
Moral of the story is you have a Dak Prescott jersey on tonight. But he came in here last week. He was pounding the desk, Devash, about how the Cowboys need to consider and they need to look at Matthew Stafford. They don't need to be waiting on this Dak Prescott guy. You don't know what it's uncertainty. You don't know what's going to go on.
We don't have time to sit there
We
and
don't
wait.
have time to sit there and wait. And long and behold, now this week he comes in here and he's
Because
got
he's the only option now.
He's got a
at this
Dak
point.
Prescott jersey. And he got on Facebook the other day and tried to concede, and that wasn't good enough.
Listen, man. Boss, all I said was Dak Prescott and the Cowboys, whatever is holding them from getting the deal done, we don't have time to sit here and jack around. Because
Matt Stafford is a good quarterback. Hold on, whoa.
I didn't say Matt.
If I can quote you correctly, Matthew Stafford is a better quarterback than Dak Prescott.
I said Matthew Stafford is a better quarterback than Dak Prescott. I said that Dak has the intangibles, but in terms of overall passing, throwing the football around the yard and all that, I feel like he's better than Dak Prescott. That's just my opinion.
But
I think you'll find a lot of people that
you
believe
swallowed
that.
all that pride. Now you got the Dak Prescott.
No. I still feel the exact same way. I'm just telling you, Matt Stafford is no longer available. And I also pointed out that, if Dak Prescott, if we could not get this deal done, it wouldn't be a bad idea. Why are people so butthurt about us looking into Matt Stafford?
So the hot chick went to somebody else, so I guess I might as well just settle for the chick I'm with now.
Pretty
much what happened.
Well, if the hot chick goes to somebody else, then you go to Texas Live, then you go to Uptown, then you go to other clubs looking for the next hot chick because she's always replaceable. And so You keep the, you know, you keep
Keep
the,
your options
Keep your options
keep the wheels oiled up, keep the gas in the tank, and but I gotta disagree with you though.
Okay.
On a couple of fronts.
Let him have it, Vosh.
It's not really quote unquote, you know, a rush hour to get a quarterback.
Okay.
It's not really time to just like continue to move on. In this situation, I think that you have your franchise guy there. You just got to put a ring on it.
Okay. You got to marry it, right?
You got to put a ring on it.
But both sides have to agree to get married, right? Because I can't
not
marry you
necessarily.
if you don't want to be married, right?
Ask the average woman on the streets.
Yeah.
Fellas, she gonna make you do it.
Yeah.
Or she gonna be gone.
Yeah.
Right? So if you don't,
Facts.
you know, if you don't put a ring, quote unquote, put a ring on her, then she gonna walk. I'm sorry. It happens a lot. And so the fellas don't have a choice.
Right.
The guys do not have a choice when it comes to, you know, making that thing happen. They just want the commitment. And I think that Dak Prescott's camp is the woman of the situation, and Jerry is, you know, the guy sitting back like, hey, you won't leave me. I got all this money.
Right.
Yeah. Keep franchising me, aka keep calling me your girlfriend.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden you will see how fast I be gone.
Well, so here's the deal. Here's the deal about that. I know we're talking about Matt Stafford and that
I'm
trade.
still just ashamed you got this Dak Prescott jersey.
I mean, here's the thing, man. I have to.
like Benedict Arnold.
No,
Kurt Angle.
No. Listen,
Stone
Big
Cold
man.
Steve Austin.
I don't have a problem with Dakota. Okay, I don't have a problem with him. I
Rain
just said,
Dakota.
yeah, that's right. If we're not,
He doesn't even get the ring.
If you're gonna talk turns, it's Big Show, man.
Yeah, oh yeah, there you go.
Well, I just think if at the end of the day, man, if they weren't going to make a deal with Dak Prescott and they were struggling to get it done for whatever reason, I just said, hey, there's not a problem, guys, with looking at Matt Stafford. He's not a bad quarterback. You kept trying to tell me, oh, he's not good. He's a career loser. He's this, that, and the other. And yeah, he has.
Well, I didn't say he was a career loser. I'm just saying he's not better than Dak Prescott.
What is he at the quarterback position? Don't tell me about the intangibles. We know what type of leader he is.
Who?
What-
Matt Stafford?
Yeah,
or Dak?
Matthew Stafford and Dak Prescott. Tell me what.
I
did
told
Dak
you.
Prescott do
I
better
told you he
than-
had the greatest receiver in the game and couldn't do anything. He had a Hall of Fame wide receiver and did nothing.
What do you mean he didn't do anything?
Did they go anywhere? Did they win? Didn't the Cowboys put them out of the playoffs one year?
Yeah, but they put a number on the Cowboys one game.
300 to the tune of
Was it in the
329
playoffs?
yards.
It wasn't the playoffs, but it was
How many playoffs wins he
a
got?
very important game.
Because that's what I hear about Dak Prescott. He don't have any playoff wins. He can't do it in the playoffs. How many playoff wins he got?
Tell me what team Matthew Stafford has ever played with has been more talented than any team Dak
Whoa,
Prescott
wait a minute,
played
whoa,
with.
hold on.
I'm just asking you a question. The people deserve to know.
My guy came in his rookie year and only lost
With Tony
two-
Romo's team, you're right. Make sure we point these things out because
Matt Stafford couldn't even win with Matt Stafford's team.
I mean, Matt Stafford's team was never as talented as any team that Dak Prescott.
He had the greatest receiver.
That's fine. That's one guy. What about a running game? Why do you think he gets hurt all the time? The offensive line has never been about anything. Defense has never been about
Dak
anything.
Prescott got Matt Stafford. See, you doing
No,
that.
I'm talking about you're talking about these guys. So I'm educating you on what happened. I'm educating you on what happened. Yeah, you need
My
proper
guy,
education.
my guy's got more playoff wins than Matt Stafford.
Yeah, by
and,
one.
And he got
By one.
And one of them he
By
had a
one.
And on one of them he had a bye on.
Yeah, by one. Okay, come on, man. We got to stop this.
Okay, so and we're talking Matt Stafford over Dak Prescott, possibly right here on Dallas.
Well,
on
it's
there.
been creamed on because Matt Stafford he's gone.
Yeah,
he's
so
going to LA.
So he's off the market, Locke.
He's off the market.
Okay, but if the situation did present itself, because I do know certain media members out there who were trying to
Shot fired at you, EA.
even sparking up the conversation of, you know, do we bring him here? Do we bring him in? Personally, I think that, you know, that does deserve the topic. That does deserve, you know, the talk, because I'm always trying to get better. I'm always trying to better my team, my staff, my program, my organization.
Yeah, in any way you can.
Any way you can. So, like, I mean, if you think about it, Matt Stafford on the Cowboys would have probably been as beneficial as Dak Prescott. I mean, y'all talk about intangibles. Y'all talk about weaponry. Y'all talk about, you know, just skill altogether. And I always think about, you know, the good he did there, and then the weapons he has here. He would have had here.
Yeah.
You know, if he came here. And then even Andy Dalton looked good in certain situations, and I know that
Before after
Stafford
he got
is
his blocking out though.
well, yeah, Stafford is
When
even
the offensive line finally
better.
comes back a little
Stafford
bit.
is even better than him.
Much
and
better.
you know, and if you start the season off with Stafford, quote unquote, behind the line that the Cowboys have, with the weapons that the Cowboys have, I think that he would have had a good season while Prescott is still rehabbing or whatever the situation may be. So it would have been a real good quarterback controversy to start training camp.
We got Ed Tovas here. We were talking before you came in here about the trade itself, how good it was, and everything like that. See, my thing is everybody's like, oh, they gave up too much for Matt Stafford. I think this trade was more about how much they wanted to get away from Jared Goff. It's not about how much they wanted Matt Stafford.
I'll agree.
It was more about how they wanted to get away from Jared Goff.
1000%.
And that's kind of getting ignored around here. I always feel, you know, everybody's like, well, they gave up too much for Matt Stafford. And I'm like, well, if you think about it, aren't the first rounds back to back?
First rounds meaning what?
The first round picks that they got, they back to back. They this year and next year.
Oh, that part I don't know.
I think it was 2020. Is this year? 22. I thought there was a 23 in there somewhere.
Even if so,
I don't speak draft.
yeah, 2020, 22 picks in 2022 and 2023.
Okay.
And a third round pick in 2021. Okay, so they gave up 2 firsts and a third.
So they get 3 picks in 2 years.
Right.
Okay.
And if you think about it, okay, Matthew, you got
Trade.
Yeah.
that's a good,
It's an excellent
That's
trade
a good for me because you got 2 years of Matthew Stafford with the after that because they back to back. You can say, all right, well I want to go get a quarterback the next year,
Yeah.
depending on what we got because you got your first round pick
Right.
coming up to in 2023.
Right.
I'm sorry, 2024. That's 2 years of Stafford right there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It makes perfect sense.
It actually does. It's not a bad. Everybody, they gave up too much. I'm like, no, they didn't. They did it right.
So they're saying the Rams gave up too much?
Yeah, for Matthew Stafford.
I don't know because I think that they have a real good situation with coach there. Even though I think that coach is a little bit overrated. He's a tad bit. So we'll see because Stafford does have the injury. The injury moniker, the injury moniker over, floating over his head. So if you can keep that guy upright, maybe he'll bring good dividends here. But if you can't protect him, then that should fall on front office as it always does when it comes to getting the right pieces in front of this guy.
Okay, so the Lions kept their pick, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if your Alabama receivers fall to the Lions. We got something good going on here.
That'd be Devontae.
Yeah,
Devontae
Smith with Jared Goff. We got something good here.
Yeah.
Okay,
We're
I
cooking.
think we got something cooking.
Yeah.
With the Lions here. If he falls to them because Miami could take him right now.
Yeah.
Houston's not even up there because Miami got that pick.
Mm-hmm.
We still don't know what's getting ready to happen with Deshaun Watson. So. I mean, even do you even see them still? They pretty much came out and said they're not even trading Deshaun Watson at this point.
If you're Houston, you
gonna have
go.
to at some
Yeah,
point.
I think
They really don't. They
go in
really
there,
wait him out.
but you got to go in there and kiss his ass though.
You can wait him out.
Nah, I wouldn't do that.
I mean, all they gonna tell him is, do you want to lose a whole bunch of money? Or you want to play football?
And are you willing to lose his money that you gave to him, and are you willing to lose the outside money?
They are. That looks. I don't know who's running the organization, but they're willing. They're okay with losing.
So basically, blow it up. Well, keep it blown up because right now we're pretty much seeing the beginning stages of that implosion. Do you blow it up and forget what J.J. Watt's talking about? He's out of there too.
Yeah, he's gone. He's good as gone.
Do you go ahead and say Watt?
I would trade him just on the strength that he put the idea in Deshaun Watson's head.
Yeah. So
you
Watt,
got to go too.
Yeah. So Watt and Watson, they both walk, and then so feel free to go ahead and blow it up, Houston, and then let everybody give you the middle fingers. Become the Jets for 3 years, right? Mm-hmm. Become the Jets for 3 years, and then all of a sudden now you go back to the draft. But like you just said, Miami has it. So should we go ahead and just move on from Watson? Go get Tua. Revert back to youngdom. Let Tua get his ass kicked, but at the same time he will develop. And then you got 2 or 3 years of him of just like futile football in Houston. He's gonna hate it there. You try to build with Tua, knowing that he has the hip,
Yeah.
and then knowing that he's going to get his ass kicked for 2 years.
Yeah.
So he's going to experience more growing pains stacked on it from Miami football.
Yeah.
So like, what else do
Okay.
you want this dude to go through? I feel sorry for him.
Well, here's the thing. If they trade with Miami, they're going to get that pick back at number, 3 or 4?
Mm-hmm.
They're going to take the receiver.
Okay.
Whoever's got wherever Miami picking, 2 or 3? Wherever they're picking at, that's what's going to take Devontae. So that's what you get ready for.
Is that really guaranteed though?
I mean, Miami needs a receiver.
What else do they need though? I'm sure
Right
they need
now, a
somebody to
receiver.
protect the quarterback.
Yeah, they need some linemen.
Yeah, but I don't think they would go there in the first round. They have no receivers over there. If you're gonna go with Tua, you got to give him receivers to throw the ball to.
Okay.
You gotta
Whenever you get a
also
quarterback-
protect them though, man.
Yeah, but whenever you get a quarterback, you got to start getting some guys to go with him. You got to give him a receiver. You got to give him somebody to throw the football
It
with.
can go either way.
Now, back on Matt Stafford, it was reported that he declined to go to the New England Patriots. He said he didn't want to go there. That and he didn't want to go to the Carolina Panthers. He was against it. So, I mean, I was questioning, did he say he didn't want to come to Dallas?
He would have never said that. He would have never said that. He's a hometown kid. I don't think he.
I told you, man. Some players don't like playing their hometown.
Yeah,
a lot of
some
players don't
guys-
like playing their hometown.
Yeah.
Too much pressure.
Yeah,
Where's he from?
Highland Park.
Highland Park, Dallas.
Oh, he's Stafford. Okay,
yeah,
okay.
Stafford.
In football, I think it's a little different.
Yeah,
In
just
football,
that.
you're glorified if you play, in your backyard. Look at Dez. Like Dez flourish here because he's basically
He from Lufkin?
he's basically from DFW though. Like
So-
I mean,
They attach him to DeSoto all the time.
yeah. People
gotta
always make the
stop
mistake of Dez playing at DeSoto when it was Lufkin.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like he was glorified, being played, coming from here, and even lesser people like Tyson Thompson. Oh, he's from Irving. People like that,
Yeah. Remember that guy?
NFL is a little bit different because
Von Miller snuck under the radar,
Right.
and Keem Talib too.
Yeah. He's from right here in Richardson.
Yeah,
man.
from
People
Richardson.
forget all about that.
So if you look at it,
Oh, Patrick Creighton. They all snuck under the radar.
right. But see, with PC though, he was still like a little bit pumped up when it came to, getting home cooking, being from here. I think that it matters a lot more in the NFL because these guys get more days off,
Right.
to be loved on, and it not matter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, just like Earl Spence, he wants to fight at AT&T Stadium all the time. So because he's from, this
Kind of like how
whatever.
Mayweather wants to fight in freaking Vegas.
Vegas
all
all
the
day
time.
long. Right.
Never wants to leave.
Right. So I mean, that home cooking in the NFL is, I think, it's a little bit more tastier than a guy, than the MLB player or than NBA player. I think it matters just a little bit more. NBA has a problem with that though. Like LaMarcus Aldridge,
Yes.
guys like that, Miles Turner, guys like that.
Yeah.
What's the guy over in Cleveland? Myles Garrett. He from here too.
Oh yeah,
Browns.
football.
yeah, he from
Browns,
here too.
Yep.
I think it matters more if the NFL guys, they will benefit more so than any other sport, when it comes to backyard stuff.
All right, we got at Tobosh 10 here. Get over there. I'm telling you, you got to follow that account. They talk guys sports and porn. They got some good stuff going on over there. And he's not overrated at all. But he's not overrated because we got to go to his favorite sport right now. And I need him to explain to me, how the hell does the Baseball Hall of Fame say no to everybody? Just no to everybody. What the hell? I've never seen that done in the history of
baseball.
of any sport. They just say, to hell with the class this year. We're just not going to vote anybody. Kurt Schiller say, just take me off the damn thing. I don't even want to be on. Don't bring me back. I don't even want it no more.
Yeah.
So let's take a break. When we come back, let's talk to Vosh about his favorite sport, baseball, and how do we fix this Hall of Fame deal right here next on DallasOnAir.com.